Call of Duty as we know it is spiraling rapidly downhill. Whether it's making changes nobody's asking for, not listening to the community until it's too late. However you look at it, Call of Duty had something really, really special with Warzone in 2020 to 2021. But Call of Duty's inability to understand what the community wants will inevitably be this franchise's downfall. I always personally thought that Call of Duty was way too big to fail, being the titan of the FPS genre. Everybody I knew what Call of Duty was. Not just in the first-person shooter genre, but in gaming, period. But somehow in 2025, Call of Duty has serious competition with Battlefield 6. But for the first time, Call of Duty's on the losing side, and Call of Duty doesn't know what to do. How did that happen? How did Call of Duty become the underdog that no one is rooting for? Well, it's because Call of Duty doesn't listen. Well, until it's too late. Call of Duty has certain staples that it really isn't willing to budge on. The biggest one being skill-based matchmaking. Call of Duty had this popular, classic, open matchmaking system where basically you could be matched with literally anybody on the spectrum, whether it was somebody who literally bought the game hours before at GameStop, or people who are master prestige. And that was what was fun about it. You never knew what your next match looked like. But in 2019, that basically disappeared with a new system that basically ran off a new currency: retention. We begin to enter the SPMM era, consists of 6 Call of Duties, ranging from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 to Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Call of Duty for the next 6 years would have skill-based matchmaking in their game, with it seemingly being turned up more and more as the years went on. There was only a matter of time before it was a massive outrage, right? Here's the thing. There was outrage every single year. Every single year, Call of Duty would come out with a brand new game. Everybody would say, this new Call of Duty is great, it's amazing, it's just missing one thing. Skill-based matchmaking is too strong, we need open matchmaking back in Call of Duty, then I would finally have fun in Call of Duty again. And this new skill-based matchmaking is sucking out all of the fun in the game. Because to be honest, so many of the games had promise, but Call of Duty sucked the soul out of them by not listening to the community when they desperately needed to. And honestly, I think out of the last 6 to 7 Call of Duties, the best ones have been either MW3 or Black Ops 7. And I know what you're thinking. Black Ops 7 isn't even out yet. It doesn't come out for another month. How could it be any better than the last 6 Call of Duties? But what if I told you Black Ops 7 was the next big step for Call of Duty? Black Ops 7 is destined to be great because of one thing: open matchmaking. Call of Duty tested in the Black Ops 7 beta open matchmaking, bringing back the classic matchmaking system to Call of Duty. This immediately brought back a positive community sentiment towards Call of Duty. Yes, Black Ops 7 still has its flaws, but it has a massive big step coming towards them with open matchmaking. And that one new feature, on top of the ones that just got recently announced, rejuvenated some of the hope. That one thing honestly might have just saved Call of Duty from a absolutely disastrous next year. When I played Black Ops 7 with open matchmaking, it brought so much more fun to Black Ops 7 than I thought it was going to be. Open matchmaking has brought so much fun back to Call of Duty, with people being able to join all types of players, whether you're going to be carried by a Master Prestige or you're going to be carrying some of the Christmas Noobs in December. This is such a net positive for Call of Duty and is a great first stepping stone. Open matchmaking was just announced to be at the launch of Black Ops 7. We do not, however, know if it is going to stay for the remainder of Black Ops 7 or is it just going to be continue to be further tested. This one feature has brought so many more eyes back to Call of Duty and is giving them a little bit more hope. The question is this enough for the players that are stuck in limbo? As you know, Battlefield 6 just dropped, and there were so many gamers at their wits' end with Call of Duty that they were willing to jump ship and go play Battlefield 6 because Battlefield 6 had an open matchmaking system. Fundamentally, they were listening to the community. They did multiple tests with Battlefield 6 to make sure that the community was getting what they wanted. Now, Call of Duty has started to make some better decisions. So now they might be able to start pulling those people back who were in limbo. And to talk more about Battlefield 6, Battlefield is making all of the right choices to be able to be at the top spot of the FPS genre this year and getting an edge on Call of Duty. And Battlefield has even made fun of Call of Duty in some of their marketing. If you don't know, there was a pretty big trailer that came out where Battlefield started a trailer with a bunch of celebrities playing Battlefield, but ended up blowing them up with a missile. There's so many little jabs that they're doing all across social media and trailers and things that it's really just making people who were at their wits' end with Call of Duty side with Battlefield, because Battlefield knows what Call of Duty is doing to the gaming community and knows that they can pull those people who are in that limbo state over to Battlefield 6. Because Battlefield 6, if you're already a Battlefield player, has already got you. They're just trying to get more people to jump ship from Call of Duty because Call of Duty was making all of the wrong decisions the last 6 years. And anybody who was at their wits' end, Battlefield saw the perfect opportunity. Call of Duty has started to see that they're starting to lose some of their audience. They're starting to see that Battlefield 6 is being a really big competitor this year. And Call of Duty is trying things to try to keep their audience. They just recently announced that they're bringing back non-disbanding lobbies. And they're taking a look at controller aim assist. Two big things the community was asking for on top of open matchmaking. Call of Duty is starting to turn in the right direction. But the issue we are dealing with is it too little too late? Call of Duty fans for the last 6 years have been begging for these changes to be reverted. Whether it was aim assist being way too strong in the last couple of years, or skill-based matchmaking being cranked to 11, or disbanding lobbies. Disbanding lobbies basically got rid of the entire purpose of having a Call of Duty community. The fun part about having non-disbanding lobbies is you could build rivalries. Wow, I can't say rivalries. Rivalries. Okay, rivalry. Fuck. And when Call of Duty took out disbanding lobbies, it got rid of that entire thing we found fun, which was Word. Now Call of Duty is seeing that they're actually losing players, but they're mainly losing one big thing. They don't care that you're going to go buy Battlefield 6. They care especially that you aren't pre-ordering Black Ops 7. So finally, after 6 years, half a decade, we've been dealing with this. Call of Duty's finally starting to listen. I don't know if it's because they finally have the right people in power who finally are listening to the community, or they're realizing that they're losing money. I personally think it is the money aspect of this all. They don't care that Call of Duty has a negative sentiment. As soon as they start seeing that their money's going down, they don't want it. The question in my mind is this too little too late? Has Call of Duty burned so many people that they don't want to try Call of Duty for a couple of years? I've had a couple of friends say they're not going to buy Black Ops 7. They're going to wait till it goes on sale, or there's a free trial, something, because they don't want to buy Black Ops 7 if Call of Duty won't change. And they're right. Black Ops 7 could honestly just be a front to try to gain back some positive sentiment in the FPS community, just for Call of Duty to potentially revert some of these changes with Black Ops 7 and probably more than likely Modern Warfare 4. Infinity Ward tends to be the developer to implement things the community definitely didn't ask for. So the question is Black Ops 7 just a little glimmer of hope just for Modern Warfare 4 to strike it down? Because Modern Warfare 4 is going to bring a new engine. It's going to entirely change everything. Is Black Ops 7 only a slight year of hope, and then we're going to go back to playing Battlefield 6? To close this video out, the only thing I will say is Black Ops 7 itself has a chance. It has a chance to be somewhat successful. If Call of Duty can execute on post-launch content, keep all the things they said they were going to do, and stick to them, and hold them, and make sure that the next Call of Duty titles keep those features moving forward. Or else this won't be enough to save Call of Duty, and it will truly be too little, too late. And that's all I got. Thank you so much for all the recent support on all the YouTube shorts, on some of the YouTube videos. It really means a lot. As you can see, I'm trying a lot of different things because I want to try to find a sense of identity with this channel. I'm going to have another video coming out soon about Battlefield 6 and another one going over Fortnitemares. Please, if you found this video somewhat enjoyable or somewhat entertaining or somewhat informative, please leave a like. If you like me or my personality, please hit that subscribe button. I'm super close to 650 subscribers, and we're well on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So you better hit that subscribe button. And I hope you have a great rest of your morning, evening, afternoon. I hope you remember that you matter, and I hope you do something today that mentally benefits you and physically benefits you. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.